Hello, this is a very quick message to say that the first ever video message from me about the podcast is on the Patreon homepage. It's a special message and some updates about the Football for Kids podcast and what's going to happen going forward. You don't have to be a paid member to watch the video. Just find Football for Kids on Patreon by Googling it or have a look through the episode descriptions and I guarantee you will find a link to the Football for Kids Patreon on there. Everyone and anyone can watch it, so please do. Wakey wakey, the Kellogg's football camps are back this summer. To claim a free place, purchase a promotional pack of Kellogg's cornflakes, Cocoa Pops or Rice Krispies. Scan the QR code on pack or visit kelloggsfc.com to request your free code. See website for full terms and conditions. To the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Rees. It's time for yet another super listener only episode, and in this episode we're going to be looking at who will be the next GOAT. Yes, I'm talking about the next greatest of all time. Who is going to be in that future GOAT category of Lionel Messi, Pele, Maradona or Cristiano Ronaldo? Because really, there's not really anyone else that's made it into that GOAT category yet, is there? Or is there somebody you think I may well have missed out there? Let me know on Patreon or on Apple Podcast subscription. There are so many great players about, but in all seriousness, let's be really realistic. How many and who will be the players that you will be talking about when you are older? As in, when you, the listener, are much older. When you may have kids of your own, or even grandkids of your own. In the same way that my granddad spoke about how good Pele was, and what an icon he is and he was. And in the same way that my dad used to speak about how incredible Diego Maradona was. Who are you going to be talking about in years to come to people that are your age now and telling them how unbelievably fantastic they were? Now, before I give you my top 5, and remember this is just my top 5, my opinion, I would love to know who is in your top 5 of potential GOAT, potential greatest of all time in the beautiful game of football. Patreons, you can send me a message or comment on this post, or Apple Podcast subscribers, if you want to, then please ask an adult to send an email to darren@footballforkidspodcast.com. Okay, here we go then. Who is a potential greatest of all time player? Here is my top 5. In at number 5 of my potential GOAT list is a player I've covered on the podcast quite recently, a little while ago, and that is no other than the Turkish magician, Arda Güler. First of all, I think age is a big thing when we're talking about this kind of topic, because these people who we're going to discuss on this episode have done an unbelievable amount at such a young age. And if they've already achieved the things that they have, and they've already done what they have at the ages that they're at, what on earth are they going to do for the rest of their careers? And I guess when you look back and you listen to the episodes I did on Pele and Maradona and Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, they too achieved wonderful things early on. Arda Güler is just 20 years old. He is a bit of a quiet assassin and playing for arguably the biggest club in the world right now and scoring some truly wonderful goals for club and for country. One of the goals that he scored at the last Euros would have made Diego Maradona stand up out of his seat with his mouth wide open, astonishingly clapping. And that was one of the goals of the Euros tournament. Left foot 30 yards out, it went flying into the top right hand corner. The keeper just watched it go in because he was caught so off guard and it dipped so unnaturally that there was nothing he could do about it. You must have seen that goal, and if you haven't, after this, if you're allowed to, go and check it out because it was quite simply beautiful. The reason I'm talking about that and Arda Güler is in my top 5 is because goals like that take players years and years and years to score. Güler has already scored goals like that at such a young age. As a teenager at Real Madrid, he scored 5 goals in 6 stars. He kept up with the pace, the tempo and the incredibly fast play, not just physically, but the mentally fast play of the experienced Real Madrid players, and he did it with ease. He's already scored some truly terrific goals for Real Madrid and made assists that players 10 years his senior only dream of. He has the left foot of Messi, the calmness of Iniesta, and I've got to say, he's got the swagger of Zinedine Zidane. But will he go down as an all-time great? I think there's a pretty good chance he will. But the only thing that may well stop him is the potential of winning a World Cup or a Euros, as a major trophy for your country certainly helps you when it comes to the GOAT list. So, there you go. Arda Güler is my number 5 on potential GOAT list category players. In at number 4 on my list is someone who is a little older, but is already writing his own chapter. He is someone who has already scored over 300 career goals already. He's a World Cup winner. He's signed to one of the biggest clubs on the planet, probably the biggest club on the planet, and he's doing some truly remarkable things for his country already. Of course, my number 4 is no other than... So, really annoyingly, on the main podcast feed, that's all you can listen to on this episode because it is a super listener and club captain only episode. If you'd like to listen to the rest of that episode, then please speak to an adult about signing up to the Football for Kids Patreon page or the Football for Kids Apple Podcast subscription page. If you sign up on either of those, you'll also get access to the entire back catalogue of episodes, which you'll get to listen to with 0 adverts, not a single one. And, hand on heart, you will be a part of a team keeping the podcast going and flowing. Each and every episode I make, and don't get it twisted, I love making a podcast, they all take a huge amount of time. And the team is quite literally just me. So, if you're able to, please do support on either of those places. You will be having a direct impact on the show, and a positive one too. A link to sign up via Patreon is in the description of this episode.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.